But also, I gotta bring it up, dog. I bring it up every time I see you. Chris Jericho, dog. Chris Jericho, dog. I seen the picture. I can't remember it. I'm not very good with I don't really watch a lot of movies to be honest. But I just remember seeing that one day I get on Facebook, and then Pops had shared a memory of little tiny Madison,
little fat me,
and I look up and I'm like, that's motherfucking Y2J. Are you serious right now? Are you And so I was like, after that I brought it up every time I see you. I think it's hilarious. And I think it's super cool because it's when I was a kid, bro, Chris Jericho and Goldberg, Brock Lesnar,
WWE.
Oh yeah, I was a wrestling kid. When I used to love watching that stuff. So whenever I seen that picture, little kid me was like, oh, I'm jealous as fuck. So yeah, but I don't know. Do you have any do you remember any of that kind of stuff? Being around
So,
anybody
Where was that filmed? That movie with him? Do you remember? Was it in Monette? Okay, so Monette, Missouri. So I remember they were filming a movie, and I don't remember, 12 years old, something like that. But we drove down there, and he had this big old fat fake a belly thing. And it's in the picture. I'll put it on there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But you gotta pop that one up. And don't do no edits. Don't take yourself. None of that. He's in the picture, y'all. He's in the picture.
Yeah. Well, see, I never really was a fan of WWE and all that. I mean, just growing up, I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to it, to be honest with you. I kind of knew the Undertaker kind of thing, and The Rock and
the GOAT.
Classic,
The GOAT. Yeah.
But yeah, we met him, and I really didn't know who he was. I was just a kid, and my dad's like, yeah, this is Chris Jericho, and I met him and shook his hand, took a picture with him, and to this day, I'm kind of embarrassed about it because he asked me, he's like, yeah, man, who's your favorite wrestler? Chris Jericho. If you're seeing this, man, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, I love this story. I ain't gonna lie.
He probably remembers this too. He's like, dang.
He's like, yeah, fuck that kid.
He said,
man. I hate that kid.
He said, who's your favorite wrestler? And I said Rey Mysterio or something. It completely went over my head. Everybody's always like, yeah, Chris Jericho, sign this, And he even signed an action figure toy box for me. And he's like, all right, I guess you can have this,
He's just looking at you like.
I felt so bad about it, but he was a super guy.
I wonder how bad he wanted to hit you with the walls of Jericho
or
right
a
there.
Chair or something.
He flips you over, just pulls your legs. You're just that would be hilarious. He's like, yeah, I hate this little kid. Ever since then, I bet he hasn't talked to no other kids after that, bro.